Hey, how's it going, guys? RC Hobby Steve here, back with another video for you all. And I do want to firstly apologize for my absence lately here on YouTube. I know I haven't posted for a good 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I should say. Now over that portion of time, I have been working on some trucks here and there. Of course, going to work with my regular job, and something amazing did happen. Now, as you can probably tell from my the picture after my intro, I am sponsored by a awesome guy, an awesome company, REEF'S RC products. Now he solely sells some amazing servos. I yet to have one, but one is going to be coming my way very, very soon. Reef himself came out to me on Facebook and wanted to know if I wanted to become a part of his amazing team, along with a couple other new people that were added to the very small team that was Reef's RC. Now we are really a really big team made up of amazing people. So I'm looking forward to putting the servos to the test, getting other people on board with the 422 HD servo that he has out at the moment. And yeah, so very soon you will be seeing some banners, some new scale decals from Reef's RC, and of course the awesome servo. So now today's video is going to focus on what I've been up to for the past couple of weeks. Now I've been working on some rigs, of course, here and there, and of course one of them being the rig I have right here in front of me. This is a 10.2 Axial SEX10. I did shorten the wheelbase in the rear. Originally it was the stock wheelbase, and then I shortened it so that way I can see if this body would fit on it, and long behold, it did fit perfectly on it. I can't say 100% perfectly because I did have to cut some of the front out and shave down a little bit of the rear, just so that everything can sit well. So I did have to go to my local hardware store so that way I can purchase some rods that you see here. I had to make some custom links, ouch, which took some time because I didn't have a source to measure how long I needed the links, how short I needed the links, and as well with the drive shaft. Now the drive shaft I have in here came from my Axial Wraith. So that was the old plastic one, so I just decided to throw it in here. It was a easy enough drive shaft to work on, so I just threw that in here. Now everything else in the truck was what was originally put in this truck. 2-channel receiver from Spectrum. I'm still running a 2S with the Rock 412. There's a lot of upgrades in this, and I'm running a 1.55 Pickle Growlers. I haven't gone out to test it since I've been so busy working and with the time changing and trying to get all these rigs up and ready, looking good to how I want it, and then just other ideas popping up in my head and altering the trucks all over again. It's just a never-ending story. I also had to cut the back of the chassis. It's kind of in a slant at the moment, but that still needs a little bit chopping so that everything is aligned properly, and I had to make some custom shock brackets so that the shocks were aligned properly. At first they were really angled back. So this is one of the rigs I'm working on still, not yet finished. I do want to get some cool accessories for the top of this truck. Maybe some headlights, which I have in mind some headlights that I want to put in here that will look amazing. And yeah, so that's that. I have decent amount of flex, not that much. I don't need that much. It's a somewhat scale truck. So yeah, so that's the first truck I wanted to share with you guys. Alright, so here is the second rig that I want to share with you guys. Now, this truck you know as Jeeper Creeper. It was my Halloween build and I had a lot of fun with it. Did some altering to the truck. I might just be getting rid of the Jeep body and doing full-on panels for this, metal panels for this rig. Not exactly sure at the moment, but this truck is almost done. All I really need to do is fix this shock, which has popped out on me earlier this morning when I tried recording this video and that didn't work out. Get some decent fluid oil in these shocks. At the moment they're fine, but I also need to rebuild some of them as the oil does tend to leak out somehow. So I have to either rebuy these shocks or get some different shocks and run them that way. But I do love these shocks. As you see, it fell out. I have Robinson Racing transmission gears in here, Robinson Racing spur, hardened steel June Fact drive shafts front and back. I have the HD underdrive gears in the rear, and no, I have overdrive in the front and regular in the back, the stock gearing. I did have over and under in the rear, over in the front, under in the rear, but it wasn't working out and I was having problems with the way the truck drove. So I decided to just put the stock gears in the back until I was able to buy some overdrive for the back. Yeah, so this truck, I love this truck a lot. It has the 2.2 Baja TAs all around with awesome beadlocks, and it's weighted a lot in the front. So this truck does weigh a lot. I need to get some aluminum parts for the front and the rear just to make it a full solid truck all around. So that was my Wraith, and I have one more truck to show you guys. This is the one truck I'm really proud of, and it's coming along really well. Alright guys, so here is my full-on scale build that I'm working on. Still not done. I don't know when I'm going to be done with this truck. I just have so much going on that I'm trying to do to it. So this is the Proline 1981 Ford Bronco body for a 12.3 or 5 wheelbase, I believe. It's the stock wheelbase that the SEX-10-2 and SEX-10 Honcho truck I think is. I believe it's a 12.5. I could be wrong. So this truck is sitting on 1.9 Pitbull Growler tires with full-on beadlock rims all around that I've spray painted glossy black and detailed the bolts with a gold finish. I don't know if you guys can see that really well. Let's get you guys up close. So here you go, a nice finish to that. And over the weekend, this past weekend, I went ahead to my local hobby store and I picked up some styrene sheets, different variety of styrene, so that way I can work with the trunk of this. So let's check underneath. A whole lot of goodness going on underneath here. So I'm going to work from front to back. So the front, I obviously had to, this is not attached, I had to chop up my battery tray so that way I can accommodate this battery a little bit more closer to the front, so that way I can sit this Defender D90 interior in. I did chop up the back. Obviously the back had those 4 seats. I chopped it up so that way it could just be a 2-seater. She is holding a axial steering wheel here that is not mounted up to anything yet. I still need to do the brackets and everything. And I made a dash for the front here. I still need to get some custom lighting and build a full-on dash that will have the steering wheel connected. The steering wheel might turn with the wheels. I'm still trying to figure all that out as I move along with this build. I did have to do some chopping underneath this interior. As you see, there's certain plastic missing, but the cool thing is you don't really see any of that once the body is on. I went ahead and put the electronics up against here to accommodate everything. So I am running a axial, one of those old axial ESCs, and this is for light kit that I have attached to the body. And then my receiver is just sitting right here. It's a 3-channel receiver, and all my wires are nicely tucked underneath, away from any trouble. Now in the back you may see a 3S LiPo sitting back there. It's not attached to anything right now, but the 3S LiPo is for some custom lights that I have sitting right here with a multi switch that can control a multiple array of different lights and different things that I can use it to positional switch with. So it's a simple click up and back really quick, and it'll turn on each LED. I'll go more in depth into the multi-switch in a different video so you guys can easily understand that. So I didn't have to do any chopping to around the transmission, but I did have to cut out the receiver box, and I had to flatten out those 2 tabs that sit here that hold these screws right here on this side, just so that the interior can sit much lower on the chassis. Now this, I know it's not the trunk out of a normal Ford Bronco. I was originally going to do the full-on back seat with the flatbed, but I ended up going with a deep bed, which came out really well for my first time using styrene. And I had to make this piece, which I believe I made yesterday, with some support, so right now it's pretty sturdy. So that way all my accessories that are in here are going to be pretty much loose. So anything that flies forward, it won't end up going into the front cab. It'll stay back here and just move around. I might have to make some corner tabs here so that it can sit well with the body and nothing actually falls out. There is some, like, probably a nail space that you can see to the other side. Originally I was going to set my GoPro here and do an inside the truck view recording, but at the moment I'm trying to get rid of my GoPro. So yeah, this took a lot of time and patience. I did do the wheel wells. I had to do the cutouts. I wanted to do dinky RC cantilever setup for this truck to make it look obviously more scale, but at the moment I don't have it. But when I do get the cantilever setup for this truck, I will be remaking this whole thing again. If not, I'll just be putting some tabs over this just to see how. I'm obviously going to test it out with the holes and the dinky RC cantilever setup first to make sure I like the way the truck moves and articulates. If I don't like it, then I'm just going to keep this setup for now. I do still have plenty of space all around for accessories. I still need to spray paint this black. I need to bondo certain spots so that way everything is super sturdy. And yeah, so I have a Proline light bar over there that's going to be sitting on the body. I might be going down to a 35 turn. I have a 20 turn in there at the moment. So I am taking out these cheapo lights here and I'm putting those lights that I showed you over there. I have that Proline bar in the back I might be removing as well. that's just powered off of this switch here and has some red lights in the back. I find it cool. It's not scale, so that's the only reason I might remove it, because of it not being scale. So yeah, so that's basically what I've been up to. I've been working here and there on all my trucks, just trying to get things ready. And again, I do want to apologize for the absence. I have been here working on my trucks. I haven't gone out as much as I wanted to drive my rigs, only because of the fact that it's getting really cold outside. There's not much places I can go around where I live to trail. The place I go to, Green Hill Park, it's close to my job, but now with the time changing, it gets stupid dark outside by the time I get out of work, so there's no time for me to go to Green Hill. I am going to try to make an effort to go before work early in the morning and then just walk down to work afterwards, because Green Hill is like a walk away from my job. Just so I could get some scale footage for you guys of each rig. Maybe go out with my fiance one weekend and bring bring one truck and she can bring an extra, and we can do a dual scale video for you guys. But I do want to make the effort and bring out more content, better content for all you guys. And I do want to honestly thank all of you that have subscribed to me. I have reached 200 something subscribers in a matter of days, and I do want to appreciate all the support and love that you guys have given to my channel. I do this for you guys, obviously for myself too, because this is the hobby that I love. So yeah, I appreciate everything. Make sure you check out my sponsor. I'll leave info on the 422 HD servo down below in the description. I'll leave REEF'S email and his Facebook page link down below in the description, so you can reach him if you're interested in buying one of the servos. You want to get them while they last, because they go quick. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.